Yo, yo, what up, YouTube? All right, let's get into that good stuff. Hello. Yeah, what's happening? All right, we're up. We're up on both streams. Yes, we are. All right, what we got up in the Juro T? What's up? Yo, what happening? What's happening? What's happening? I see you. It's going down. Uh, oh, yeah, that's right. I got to share the sound, right? Also, share my sound, please. There we go. And we're on YouTube. Yeah, what's happening, everybody? Stream's up tonight. Happy Tuesday. Shit, we're like, what, first week into December, huh? Man, it's been going by crazy fast. We got we got the Game Awards tomorrow. We got new video games coming out next week. We got a shit ton of drops happening this week too as well. We got a whole bunch of animation that we gotta get through tracking. So yeah, definitely happy Tuesday. So we're here. Let me put out the feelers there on Twitter because I know everybody's gonna want to talk to me about the invasion. The invasion that is the hostile takeover. All right, let me get this up and out. I'm sorry. I'm trying to progress and work with my. I'm trying to work through my how I advertise myself. Give me a second here, guys. Cool. All right. Hopefully there'll be some traffic and getting people in there. All right, guys. Oh, shit. Let's get into it, man. You're here. We made it. Second week of December. Actually, the second week of the first week. Yeah, second week. Shit. I'm like lost track of time. But yeah, guys. We got a lot of stuff to cover. Rivals just dropped the Rogue trailer, so we're going to be doing an ANIM breakdown of that tonight. Live breakdown ANIM review. I dropped the Gambit one in the YouTube, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Kind of got like a little system. I told you guys I was going to come back and better than ever with my social media presence. So, you know, your boy's trying. He's trying. He's doing a lot right now. And trying to still keep his animations in check and hit deadlines because, you know, they suck. Deadlines are the worst thing that's ever invented. Man, I hate deadlines. But we need to keep up with them. Otherwise, we wither and die. But looks like the chat's got its own thing happening right now. Yeah, YouTube, I see you over there too. Happy Tuesday. What's up? Let's see. Let me jump on in. I got I rigged up a ninja weapon of all things. How do I cope with deadlines? Easy. Don't sleep. Don't sleep at all. Just like the minute you think you're about to go to sleep, get a Red Bull, get an espresso, do 100 push-ups, do jumping jacks. You know, you just don't sleep. You sleep when you're dead. But yeah, deadlines are actually a gift and a curse. You know, they're like they're gifting because they actually make you do stuff instead of like waiting to do stuff like us procrastinators are good at. We party hardy in the wee morning hours, and then at the very last hour we holy hell, we bite the bullet and try to get things done. But and they're also a curse too because they're mentally taxing on you too, especially when you're trying to get stuff done at a fair hour and you're like you have no other option but to try to give it your best, and it ultimately weighs on you to, you know, figure out, hey, is this is this worth it or not, you know? Because you're only good as your last shot. I've been doing this for 15 years, and everything that I do, I'm like, yep, this is going to make or break me, or this can make me totally suck, get me employed, or possibly, you know, get me to rethink my career. I'm sure we've all been there before. Hey, yeah, I see you up in the chat. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to open up this scene really quick. I just got finished rigging this weapon. I'm going to open up this new scene. I'm working on these background ninjas right now. I think spear side, yeah. I'm going to rig this guy up really quick. So, but yeah, we'll jump into Rogue in a second. I'm trying to jump back and forth. I already finished uploading Gambit. We did a Gambit animation, but hell, I got to do some kind of Rogue shout out tonight before the Game Awards comes tomorrow. We're probably going to do like maybe possibly a Game Awards reaction too. So that'll be the first. That'll be the first since we've already voted. All right, let me get rid of this. Drop the reference that I just started. Hopefully everything comes through. So the boy comes in. And hopefully these things came through. Okay, sweet. Oh my goodness, Maya. Yeah, Maya froze on me, guys. Hey. All right, give it a second. Maya Black Magic. She's a bitch. Let's see. Get this here. Hopefully this rig came through okay. Do I have my bend? I have my bend defaults in here? I don't see it. Interesting. So even if I save a bend deformer in it, it still doesn't come through, does it? Oh no, here it is. The bend handle. So this works. Hey, let's go. Got some bendy shit here. Sweet. All right. Cancel. Start over new again. Maya's acting like a punk. We don't work with punks. We work with perfection. Yeah, I'm stoked to see like what NetEase has been got cooking. I'm stoked to see what new reveals we might get tomorrow. Not only is the awards a big thing because we got so many indie games on the line, but shit, we've got a lot of good impressions that came out this year, and we might get a lot more reveals for next year too. We'll see if Arnold Schwarzenegger makes an appearance. Maybe he might talk about his new Predator video game coming out. I doubt it. Yeah, I'm gonna jump right into it. We'll clean up data. Good. All right, I gotta redo this. Shit, man, this will always be giving me problems, yo. All right. I think we're gonna adjust this up a little bit. Let me just address these hand poses up a little bit, because right now they're acting a bitch. Yeah, it's just these guys. Anybody been playing any good games lately? Am I moving here? Anybody excited for some new games lately? Anybody like what the awards coming out? Okay. This one and then this one. Holy crap, it was all the way over there? That's crazy. Shit! Okay, the elbow's gotta come out in front. I forgot, every time like I try to reuse this animation, I gotta remember how I like put it together in the first place. boy should come in like this. Okay, cool. Sweet. Looks like a Power Ranger. He comes in just like Dragon Zord. Fucking Chrome Dome. Bullshit like that. All right. Spurning Sploiter. Spurning napkin. All right. Bringing my spear. Let's save this and we'll just jump into some critiques in a second. Get the spear. It's so cool. I found this really cool website. They got like a lot of free weapons and shit like that from Maya. Well, actually not Maya, but just OBJs in general. So I just like totally stole and I free off the website. And I've just been like re-nuking everything the way that I needed to for my ninja project. If I could locate the fucking thing. Okay. I haven't named them. Okay, like weapon spur, weapon spear, all this other bullshit. This is the right one. There we go. Yeah, I found this. I found like all these weapons on this website, and I was like, "This is exactly what I need," because I got some cheap ass katanas in size, so I wanted to get the good shit, the good stuff. Let me get your homeboy right here. Find the right size. These look like the weapons that the soldiers from like the Wizard of Oz were like jousting with. Some crazy shit like that. I think that works, right? That feels like a good size. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So if I parent this shit, yeah, this is kind of how it works. These hands have to be nuked. We'll make sure that they're nuked on another way. Let me just go ahead and do that really quick. Let me just test parent this really quickly. Funny how I made a video on this where I was like, this is how you do a poll setup. And then I totally broke it to where it's like, I don't recommend it. Which is kind of how all my videos are. It's like, I don't recommend it. All right, let's nuke that too. Let's get this guy here. It's actually that Jeff Knightley keeps teasing. Better not be a big disappointment. Oh my God, yeah. I like how everybody instantly went to like Netherrealm. They're like Netherrealm. They're like what was it? What was the biggest ones they were talking about? Netherrealm. They're talking about like another From Software game. They were talking about like a new Darksiders. Whatever the fuck he's got brewing, but I feel like it's just it might just be like, it might be, to me, I think all that hogwash is probably just for like a fucking t-shirt or like some kind of stupid raffle that they're going to be doing, like something that's like, header teaser next year. But I don't know. But I like how everybody was blowing up my feed. Like, I know it's from you guys. I know it's from you. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Like, it could be a mystery. It could be the portal that Netflix opens up and devours every company. I think like that he's going to unleash hell on earth. I think like the Game Awards is going to open up. That statue is just going to burst open. And the Antichrist might emerge from it with like an army of Skynet bots and just say, all your base belong to us. Now your jobs belong to us too. He's going to unleash the apocalypse. And then like the Netflix or the Paramount CEO comes out and says, I'm buying it all. I'm buying all your jobs. I'm taking all your jobs. So yeah, that's my guess. Could happen. Okay, let's see how this looks. We've got this guy right here. This guy right here. I feel like this might work. You gotta have something big, you know. You gotta have people talking. But I like how everybody just insanely, instantly goes to like the obvious picks. All right, so check this out. Oh, okay. Gotta do this first. Clear. Paste this. Brother, we were just there. Ah, okay. Paste that. Cool. Does that move? Yeah. I gotta take that out. Okay, that makes sense. Same thing here too. Get the base out. Get the base out. Let's see how this looks. I rigged this right. It should do exactly what I want it to do. Okay, cool. And then homie comes in. This thing is so fucked up. Ninja sweet. Ninja mop. Ninja scrape shit from bathroom. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I think I want to kind of keep the animation that I got, but I'm just gonna use the information apparent on top of that. It should be fine. All right, cool. Yeah. Okay. All right, I think we're good. Let's save this for right now. We'll come back to it later. All right. Talk about a really good crew. Sweet, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and start into it, man. Oh yeah, and then we could download that thing and work on my meditation shot too, for real. Totally forgot about that. All right. Let's get the Rogue review up. Coolio. All right. Let's see. Let's get this down. That up. All right. Let me just get my breakdown shit here and working. I think this is a good spot to start working into this. Yeah. Cool. TikTok, TikTok. All right, here we go. So yeah, guys, big news today. Funny enough, as I dropped my Gambit review onto YouTube today, finally editing that together with the help of a fellow editor. Big shout out to Tifo. Thank you so much for that. Hopefully we could do it again sometimes. And now that we've got number 2 on the list coming out, big drop reveal today. Rivals has just dropped Rogue's trailer, following up after Gambito, who has taken the Marvel world by storm. You can't have one without the other. You can't have jelly without the jam. You can't have yin without the yang. You can't have mustard without the pickles. And Rogue is here. And I'm really excited to take a look at this. I have not seen the trailer yet, but I've seen a lot of people react to it. So this is going to be my blind reaction to this trailer. But as we always do it, Anim style is coming back. Anim break 'em, Rack style, Anim break 'em style. Animation breakdown is coming back. So Rogue is the follow-up. We're going to take a look at her, take a look at all the juicy details, and then get into it, the nitty-gritty with the MVPs, study the camera work, also a little bit of the gameplay and design. Yeah, boys, back again doing the animation breakdowns. And yeah, I'm stupid excited to get this one done. So let's get it on, sugar. All right, let's play it. Let's rip it out. Here we go. Actually, I'm sorry. Let me turn the volume up so you guys can actually hear this. So Marvel Rival fans, rejoice. Your girl's here. What's up with
your girl Rogue is ready for action.
I just said that. Ooh.
Take a seat, darling.
Love that voice actress.
Caught you good.
Guess she's supposed to be a tank. Bro, there's jumping.
Sayonara.
What's up with the Spanish influence here? What am I looking at? Why is that multiplayer all of a sudden? Oh, yeah, that's right. She absorbs powers.
Better watch out. I'm feeling a little touchy today.
Oh, very black.
Nighty-night, sugar.
Ho! Woo! Yes, Queen. Oh, I'm digging it, man. I love it. I love how they put sugar in on the end. You can't have roe without the sugar. Sugar and spice, everything nice. That was cool. First and foremost, bro, the tango music and her speaking Spanish. Dude, she's from Mississippi, man. That is the furthest person that would be away from the Latino community. Something I would never thought I would hear her speak. I mean, Cajun country has a little bit of Spanish influence, but not the Mississippi. I'm sorry. That was a little out of left field. Anyway, let's take a look at her. I'm loving this design. It's looking cool. Let's see, just break it down animation style. Jumping in on it. We've seen it. We took a look at it. It's feeling good. Sugar's there on the screen. Let's take a look at the outfit. Classic Rogue outfit. The instant thing that I noticed was the head area over here. Let me get some good. Let's see, because I can't use green. I can't use yellow because she's my negative colors right now. So let's get the pink. Let's see. Does pink work okay? I think so. And then let's get the baby blue. Baby blue might look pretty good. Oh my god, she's hot and cold, so that's not gonna make it too easy for me. Let's see. That's not even gonna work either. Okay, we need to brighten up this palette a little bit, and I think red might work. Let's see. Yeah, red might work too. Okay, cool. So let's jump into this too. So yeah, instantly I'm taking a look at the face area right over here. Dude, the white streak is gone. We don't have a white streak now. We've got like a giant fill color streak. Like we've got a whole frontal white hair rogue. She looks a lot older. Like if you were to cut this part of the head out and just look at her from here, this would look like Grandma Rogue, like Meemaw Rogue is been revealed in Marvel Rivals. Don't know how I feel about it. I'm kind of used to the like the classic, let's just like keep it through here, scratchy, scratchy. If there was like a little streak like that, that's the kind of thing that I'm into. That's my kind of Rogue. Also, too, she lost her bandana. I'm kind of used to also having Rogue with the bandana. That's like classic X-Men through here too. Doesn't really matter. Like I still like it. I like how the facial features are exposed. Yeah, classic green, yellow jumpsuit. Not much has changed there. They got the cool leather jacket, the whatchamacallit, the Terry Bogard Falcon jacket in the mix. And then yeah, putting emphasis on her absorption powers. Looks like pretty simplistic, pretty sweet. But yeah, like the appeal is looking pretty cool. They haven't really touched nothing too big on the design. Let me take a look at the beginning to see if I'm missing something. Yeah, I think it's probably the best way to go when it comes to Rogue. Her design is so iconic and so simplistic that you really don't need to touch much. And I think like getting too far off of the course of like the iconic look that she's looking for is probably the safest, cleanest way to go. She does, however, have like this cool little gambit glove, which is kind of new too as well. But yeah, I'm not hating on the design. I just think, man, Marvel, don't be afraid to go ape shit with that hair and that wild 80s animal style hair. That shit is hot as hell for females. And Rogue was all about that, wild style. So her Storm, the mix, I would really like just go crazy next time. I like my Rogue nice and nice and hairy. Somewhere kind of around this mess, I feel could be right up my alley. So like the more hair, the better. But anyway, let's get to the animation because I know that's what we're all here for. All right, so first MVP. Let's take a look.
Your girl Rogue is ready for action.
Oh my God, your voice just melts me.
Your girl Rogue is ready for action.
Okay, I like how they're putting emphasis on her hand abilities. Like obviously, this is the absorption technique. She has a really cool striking pose. This is interesting. Let me just digest this a little bit. Looking nice. Okay. So again, like with these trailers, I always am curious to see more um how much more to the animation that we have because right now it looks like she's moving to another kind of like pose or another kind of like ending. Maybe we don't have the full ending because the transition gets cut off a little bit short, but I'm not gonna like, judge it too harshly based on that. But the very beginning, let's talk about the beginning. Okay, Rogue flies in. I think this happens way too effing fast. When I first saw it, I thought she was basically in frame. This doesn't bother me, but dude, let's work with the perspective. Let's see. What am I going through? Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's work with the perspective a little bit. I don't know how much blur is in this frame, but Rogue is all about flying. Flying is her thing. Super strength, absorption, but flying like Superman takes first place. So I'm really thinking, bro, we need to come in like a missile or like a, A-54 fighter jet, really use that space to come in. I'm thinking in the distance, you can come in and come in really big through here too, but use that space, not just one linear swoop in through there. Like there's plenty of Superman reference out there to really get your creative juices flowing. So I'm thinking they really could have started off with something a little bit more eye catching around the screen before she comes in. The close up, I feel, is working for me. However, when we get in here, there's just this part to where she hits the brakes. I'm not really feeling that. We kind of lose her in frame too. So as she's coming in, this pose is really cool. I think, like in perspective wise too, I would utilize a lot more of that space. So just kind of looking at like where her head positions at. This is cool. It's okay if her arm goes out of frame. That's totally fine. But, dude, like I would totally like really work this whole pose into perspective. So let's just say like, that's her arms right here. This is the gazungas. This is the hips. This is the knee coming out through here and then trailing with the leg back here too. Like you can totally use the entire frame to keep her body all into the frame too as well. And just a lot of hair for good measure too. But I really, really think that, yeah, some of this stuff, let me see, let me put this 100%. Yeah, some of this stuff can really be utilized, like especially a lot of that screen space when she comes in. I think it's a little too close. I know we want to get emphasis on her face, which is all great, but you lose a lot of her body around through here too. Like her boots just kind of straying up from the top frame, her other boots kind of covered by the front boot too. And these boots are obviously in frame too, and one's clipping as well. So yeah, just work on getting more of those boots in frame. Can we please do that, Netties? All right. This is really interesting. Nice little detail. I wonder if that ring is like foreshadowing her engagement to Remy. Probably so. I do like the one-fingered glove. Like Remy Gambit, by the way, has two fingers. She has one. So I really, really digging this fist pose too. Rogue's all about like, punching. So at least they're nailing down the fist pose. Not quite sure how I feel about just like the normal bland Maya gray rings in her ears. I thought she had like X-Men earrings. Like I thought these were the earrings, but I could be thinking of like some social media thing. Uh, but yeah, the stop comes too much into frame with this movement. I just don't think like this movement from here to here is registering as well as what you can do with the camera. Like at least as she's coming towards these bricks, this is a cool fucking pose, dude. I would just say let's pull the camera out a little bit more, to show the whole thing. Or either if like we're starting from a Superman pose, which is here, and then we can come to like a break. We can push it up in front, but really like, push like this is such a sweet pose. I'm just thinking more perspectively, like where the body is working, how the arm is flowing, what the arm is doing, and basically like showing like what the legs are doing through here too. Really, really like, put that into perspective so we can show this whole pose, man. Like I think this is like just itching to really like get in there, but we're just cutting in too close. I think now that I'm looking at it, I think her hair is supposed to be short. And I think that's probably what's missing from this character. Design wise, I think this hair needs to be really, really pushed out. Like we need to start filling some of this negative space and really showing off that natural cover girl model pose that she's always been known to have. This is a really nice swipe. I love this swipe. I love how we're getting in the foreground. This is really cool. This movement here, this character reveal is awesome. I love how this transition is beautiful, by the way. I think like of the MVP, this is probably the strongest thing in this MVP. This hand pose, like the way that she's coming around, spinning through here, stops on that glorious, like, sweet aura look, like she's got those sexy eyes right there too, like really feeling it. And then as the camera goes up to this hand shot right through here, they're showing emphasis on her power. I love this pose. This is like Rogue to me. This is we can do it. We can do it pose, simple and clear. I think it's awesome. The only thing that I would probably adjust in this pose is just bringing up this arm a little bit higher. So you've got the right idea, Nettie's like it's looking really, really cool. The only thing I would just tweak a little bit is just bringing this one up just a little bit higher too. Like I love the shape that she's making, and I just think we can put a little bit more bicep in that pose, a little bit higher to kind of fill that frame. Looks cool, feels great. And then this part right here, this is what really shocked me because I know what they were going for. This jump kick, I think what was it? X-Men 97 made this pose famous. I'm gonna take a look at just some stuff. Rogue jump kick. Let's see, Rogue jump kick 87. Was it 87? Yeah, 87. There it is. This crazy shit right here. I saw this in the animated series that just came out, and I was like, "Yo, this is like straight up." I know this is taking homage from another show. I think it's an anime show. Could be One Punch Man. Could not be. But I noticed that they're using this, and that really stuck out. So of course they're going to bring this one back. Probably change it up a little bit. I know it's probably not frame by frame, but dude, like I would say, if you're gonna like sell that or use that, at least let's keep more of that into this frame. You know, as she's coming down, let's follow it a little bit more. Keep that keep that pose going. Push the more of the foot out. It's totally fine if you want to differentiate the pose a little bit, but yeah, I would just like really engulf that screen a little bit more, and then yeah, just keep this pose on there. Just drag on it a little bit more before you actually hit the ground. That's a really nice pose. The transition is really cool. We get a little hint of her face. It's got like that maniacal badassery that Rogue is into this shot. I think it's really, really fun. I think also too the landing is feeling nice. They got like a nice superhero landing. The pose is feeling really good. Um, I think one thing that really sticks out to me through this landing, like as she comes and hits this ground, is just how stiff she is through this whole thing. I know she's strong. I know this is a really hard landing, but just adding a little bit of follow through, like a little dip and a little bit of like the arm coming back out can really help out a lot. This is really cool. I'm glad they're paying attention to this nice little detail. The boot doesn't feel bent, it doesn't feel broken. It's going off to the side where it needs to be. God, I just thinking the only thing that I think could help this pose that I think would just make it more appealing is if you could just do something with the hair. Like I think I'm just begging you. I don't know why I'm like so into hair when it comes to Rogue, but like if you can do something maybe just a little bit more, like Pocahontas or fucking, like space hair or something like that, or just maybe something that's like more slow mo, or just like even something that's a little bit more kind of like this. I mean, I don't want to get too Phoenix or too Jean Grey, but just something that really like almost like adds a cape to her performance. I think that'll really sell out a lot. Not sell out a lot, but it really sell, like sell the cakes, the goods, the whole caboodle. Speaking of caboodles, hot damn. Yeah, they knew what they were doing when it comes to this gameplay. Yeah, Rogue. Rogue has got some interesting movements. I'm not used to seeing Rogue run. I will give you that. Like Rogue in the comics, of course, in the animated series, she flies. She flies everywhere, flies all the time. I think I think the thing is, for me, it's kind of odd seeing her just like trotting towards the enemies. I like how they have these dashing. I love these air attacks, dude. These air attacks are kick ass. But just the whole way that she's just kind of running with her fists kind of like underneath her, like Hulk, like the Hulk run is just kind of a little odd to me. I don't know if in this series, if anybody else has like a flying movement or kind of like a floating movement, but I think that would really help with her too. Doesn't need to be like something that just like shows her like flying, like, hey, look at me, I'm flying, like you don't have to have like a ghost or something like that, like really elegant or some shit like that. But at least something that just like shows her being like badass, like something like maybe her legs up, maybe her arm is down, like maybe one of her fists is up or something like that, or maybe it's just like coming out straight, kind of like that, you know, just something that shows like she doesn't need to touch the ground. You could even make her fly slow, but something that just shows her like off the ground. Maybe this one can come the opposite way too. Just something kind of like that that just shows all her energy going forward, and then she has the luscious locks and the jacket coming out. Like that to me is kind of more rogue-ish, more kind of like rogue kind of thing. Cloak and dagger, that's a good example. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Cloak and dagger, they're probably flying too. Just add another flying character to the background. So that way it's easy for her to get into those kick positions, show off her jumping attacks. Because like for me, I think like what's kind of tricking me out, and I know this is kind of like the standard when it comes to video games, the upper body feels very separated from the lower body because obviously your character needs to move. But when it comes to like really super strong hits like this, we lose that. We lose that feeling of Rogue really like pushing her body into it and really swinging like these left hooks and crosses. I don't really feel that energy. You sort of feel it through here, right? Because her body is leaning into it. See how she's incorporating more of this angle into that with the two arms? You start to get a sense of like energy coming through there, and that's a good thing. But like for like these normal attacks, you don't really feel it. This is Rogue right here. Like that's why I love these dash attacks so more, because this is feeling like that character. These punches are reading very well. And I guess my only suggestion gripe would be just to keep her in that floating position so you have that space to move left and right. We did that shit with Sigma and Overwatch, Same thing with Zenyatta. They were the only two floating characters when I broke here, by the way. Eesh. But yeah, that was the only thing that we had as those movements. She can jump. They could jump, they could dunk, they could move backwards. The energy is going left and right. It all seems to be working. This shit is awesome, by the way. You got a Guile super kick. Rah, 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 and then they got like a spin kick. That's cool. And then they got like a counter dodge. I'm not a counter dodge, but like a crashing spike move. Boy, they love that spike kick, right? Since that thing took off, that spike kick move, they're really, really letting you know like that's their signature kick. I swear to God that they pull that from an anime, but I love how they're really trying to shove it down your throat that this is Rogue's new move. But yeah, some of these are really, really feeling good. Uh, the dashing's feeling good. It looks like that's kind of like her 1, 2, 3, her starter. And then she's got the ability to absorb characters. She's got the ability to absorb their powers and then add a little something on top. So that kind of makes her the Kirby of this game, right? You touch an enemy, you get some of their powers. You get to add that to your repertoire, which is really cool. That's why MVC Rogue was so much fun, because you would always like, either get an optic blast or a Hadouken or electrical attack or just whatever. Some of these supers can be used. I'm not quite sure what all this is about. I don't know what the split screen is trying to tell me here. Maybe this is just like, okay, they're just like showing off the different abilities. Of course, the internet's just gonna go goo goo gaga for this shit. I know what you're doing, NetEase, and I'm not against it, but at the same time, it's like, don't give the internet what they want. Okay, yeah. They're showing off like the pretty much the symbiote or like the absorption move, like what each one does to the other that she absorbs, which is pretty cool. All right, number 2. This is MVP number 2. Let's take a look.
Better watch out. I'm feeling a little touchy today. Better watch out. I'm feeling a little touchy today.
Seriously, touchy today. Nice touch, NetEase. It's like, I understand what you guys are going for here.
Better watch out. I'm feeling a little touchy today.
Okay, there's a lot of crazy things that I don't like about this MVP, and there is some things that are working, okay? First and foremost, she's running, okay? Again, running Rogue, I'm not used to seeing. Is it bad? Not really. There is some good running animation through here, but at the same time, it's like, dude, like rinse and repeat. The first MVP, Rogue is coming from this screen to this screen. She's running from right to left. Second MVP, she's basically doing the same thing, running from right to left again. Change up the angle a little bit. Don't repeat the same thing that you did before. Try something different. Okay, her running in, I really, really dig this shot. This shot is feeling cool. I think you could actually have used a trucking shot. A trucking shot is basically kind of like a 2D plane shot that you're running right to left. You could have just like been right alongside her, maybe done like a crash zoom in to where she's running at super speed going from right to left. So bear with me, right? So she's running. This is kind of like where she's going, you know. Shot starts out like probably like this wide, and as she's coming through, it gets like closer through here. We start to zoom in, like as she's coming through this way, you're running alongside her, and she gets into this shot too. This is awesome, by the way, right? I love this shot through here. I do think you can get into slow motion a little bit earlier, because once we get through here, she starts to look a little janky, right? Like this part, like, is kind of like a little less attractive and smoother, unsmoother than this shot right here. So I think like as she comes in, she could probably notice you a little bit sooner. So like especially through here too, like having that look over. So like let's just say like this is her eyes. She's looking over. Oh, didn't notice you there, sugar. Right? She's got the wild eyes over here. She start to get a little bit of smile in there. We start to see like a little bit of that charm that is Rogue. And then uh the character comes forward in space and then pushes back in space and forward and back. So like this jittery stuff right here is what's really feeling out of sync with this MVP. I really much rather have her more center frame, because right now she's at an awkward side of the frame. And I think this part too, her head feels a little broken. Like if I'm trying to do this, like my neck's already hurting, especially this part too. I think what we need is just a little bit more chest turn into there as well. So right now her shoulder is basically here. Her chest is probably here. And then her face is like high right here. Just need a little bit more, and I'm pretty sure nobody's going to disagree with me when I'm drawing this. A little bit more chest action, right? And a little bit more of the head tilting in. Not quite this way, because this one feels a little too broke, but maybe something if it's like a little bit more concave to like the other side of her. Like so her chest is going one way and her head's going this way. I think it probably would have been a better move. Let's see. I can't even draw. I can't even draw females today. Something kind of like that, right? That as she's coming over, I think like that would probably be like a more attractive angle, because we kind of like lose a little bit her eye through here too. It would be nice to see a little bit more of the face. But one thing that they are doing correctly with this shot is the hair. The hair is flapping in the wind. It's moving. It's glistening. She's got the sparkles going. She's razzle dazzling through here. I'm digging it. Okay. To everybody's favorite shot, the most screenshotted part of this whole animation through here. Okay, I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. But look, guys, look. This generation this generation only knows Rogue for her meme. There's one meme that this generation knows Rogue for, and that's the famous shot with her sitting next to Apocalypse. Okay. But really, the thing is that this goes right back to the running part, right? When I see this, I don't think of Rogue. Like Rogue doesn't feel like she would be running, and especially at this extreme angle. Who would I see at this angle? Like, this is not even Marvel, but Flash, Quicksilver, Spider-Man, Iron Fist, people that do quick movements on the ground that are more dynamic. I don't think Rogue is built for this kind of shot, utilizing this kind of run. Now, if she had her arm through here, right, and her back fist through here, and this leg here, and this leg dragged way out here, that's more Rogue. So maybe if she's running and then jumps off at this part, runs and then jumps throughout there. I think that would really, really help out too. Um, and the last thing is, okay, this part right through here, this little tourney table kind of stuff. I've noticed a lot of this stuff when it comes to Marvel Rivals and NetEase. I'm doing a shot quite similar to this in a super, and this stuff needs to track flawlessly when it comes to this spinny stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, her body is spinning around, she's coming, but if you look at the arms and the angles, they're just jittering all over the place. So, perfect example, hand is here, hand goes down. So, like, here's our path of action. Hand comes back up here, right? So you got this movement, hand comes back up here, hand goes straight out, hand comes down, hand stops and goes down, hand comes back up, hand goes back there. So the tracking, not just of her hands, but her body and her hips, that's what's catching my eye. So it looks like she's he's turning around through here. This turn feels very, very rough. And for a final piece of animation, that shit needs to be synced up and working like butter. I'm not familiar with X-Men. Is one of Rogue's powers being hot? Yeah, basically that's what Rogue has turned into. She's always been hot. She's always been a hot chick. She's but the thing is the misconception, or not the misconception, but the downside of being that hot is you can't touch her, because her whole point is if you touch her, especially the skin of her body, she will kill you. Like she has absorption powers. So that's why it was always hard for our favorite Cajun in order to get some, because he would always get too close and nearly die. But Gambit, being such a suave dude, he didn't give a shit. He was like, you could drain my energy anytime. But yeah, Rogue is one of those staple poster childs of the X-Men, faux show. So this last pose, this is probably the biggest gripe that I have with the MVP. Guys, come on, man. Like, you could have had a way better pose than this. I'm just thinking, like, straight up out of the box. Rogue has a whole bunch of, let's see, Rogue, X-Men, comic. Like, she has just like such an artillery full of great poses. I'm just gonna like look it up on Google really quick, beware, I'm opening Google, but like straight up, this is a pose. This is a pose. This is a pose. That's a pose. This is kind of a good pose. And of course, you get to the more like thirsty poses, which we don't need to worry about, but just like straight up flying pose, that's a pose. This can be so enhanced. Right now, this doesn't really feel rogue-esh, and not just that, but the same thing has happened with Gambit too, and I can't quite put my finger on why they're doing this. They're cutting characters off from the waist side, from the knees, so we don't see the full character, but yet we're losing a lot from the upper side here too. So it's just an odd, like full body shot that they're placing these characters in. And why they're doing that, I have no clue whatsoever. But yeah, like at least for this last pose, give it some finesse, right? Give it some style. Like, even if she's cheering, like at least pull that. Let me see. I'm drawing her like she's wearing a coat when really she's not. Like, at least draw this like a little bit more pushed, arc that body out a little bit more this way, kick this foot out a little bit that way too as well. Let's see, like you got like this cool little bend pose on the arm, but yeah, like really like take that and like give it some angle, give it some direction, like even if she's like that too. Like I like how she has the kind of like this checker mark look to her, but she's so flat, you know, like she's so flat. And I think what's hurting it is basically like the arms don't really feel like they're moving in line with where the body is arced through here. So you've got like some tilt through here, but the head just kind of stays still stiff. The legs are kind of pretty much like symmetric with a little bit of difference. And the arm, I think it just kind of feels like she's stiff up in the arm. I feel like you can push that arm up a little bit higher. Something that's a little bit more gleefully. I mean, I know she kind of has that, Southern girl spirit in her too, and that's what we love about Rogue. She's that Southern belle, she's that, that princess of the South, like that farm girl behind the barn, like the girl next door. She has that spirit about her too, but like at least end it on a pose where it feels it like milks that personality, it milks that wonder, it milks that mystique about her. Uh, but yeah, so what else we got? I love that voice actress. Oh my god, I should know the voice actress, but like, let me just look it up really quick. I want to give props to her because she's probably like one of the voices of my childhood. Let's see, Rogue voice actors, Rogue voice actor. Who is it? Is it Lenore? Yes, it's Lenore. Lenore Zan, I love you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Your voice has worked wonders for me. I freaking love hearing you are Rogue. You literally that character. There's been no interpretation since then that has matched your energy and your voice in that character. So God bless you, Lenore. I mean, this is amazing. I hope and pray that we get more and more and more work from you playing this character in the future because I can't get enough of it. I freaking love it. I adore it. We hear it through her action. Okay, here we go. And we end on this pose with the Latino music. Okay, this is a really cool pose. I guess this is her ultimate. But yeah, like look how they're really emphasizing this pose. Like that is Rogue. That like just keeping that lower half inside the game, I think is gonna do wonders for this. All right, let's take a look at the end stinger. God, gotta hear that. Dude, that word, Lenore saying that, I never get tired of her saying sugar. Like, look at my face. Like every time I hear that, like this is my heart. Every time I hear that word. Beautiful. So yeah, let's take a look at this part. This wow, wee wow, what a pose to start off on. All of a sudden, like the jacket tends to get smaller and the belts get a little tighter. This is a tough fucking pose to pull off, especially in animation too, and it's showing. This pose is suffering because of it too. Why? Because we have fingers that are connecting. You have force that is being pushed with this hand. So if you're looking at my camera through here, this force is basically what we're trying to get. We're trying to get the flex of the carpal tunnels connecting to the top of the fingers into this push. The reason why this pose is so hard to pull off too is because we are needing to feel these hands being pushed out this way, almost kind of like a deck of cards, almost about ready to like crumple underneath the weight of themselves, right? But we're not getting that. We're getting basically just two IK hands into this pose, and they're trying to cheat her uh giving this energy, and we're starting to see like some gaps, right? And especially in this first part through here, this part where it's a little gappy and coming together just a little bit too, it's just a clear indication that there's no animation, there's nothing being pushed or pressed through here too. So that's a big slam for me animation wise. That's a big notch on, kind of like my pet peeve list. If you're going to pull off something that complicated, you need to put in time, you need to put in the constraints, you need to put in the setup in order to make it feel like she's cracking her fingers back that way, or at least stretching her arms out. I'm not getting any of that in that movement too. So that's ultimately destroying the animation for me too. So, I can't, I got to deduct points from that part. The pose itself though is very appealing. I think the only thing that I probably would critique about it is maybe pulling her head up just a little bit more, so that way we can see that really, really coy look that she's doing. Like, I kinda, like, love that nice little, expression that she's doing back there. The problem is I'm not really getting to see too much of it. And then this pose, I like how she breaks free of it. This is a nice breakdown. One thing I love about the way she is looking, her face is looking so appealing. Some of these poses, their face animators or the face animation is looking very, very straightforward and very appealing too. I really, really like how they modeled her. I like how they're not over like they're not really pushing her to be like a super deadly seductress type, but she has she's very charming and very cute, very adorable in some of these shots. So they're doing very well with some of these facial expressions. And then the final pose right here. Love it. Love it. Love it. Power girl pose, the strong pose, nice silhouette read. The only thing that's bumping me the wrong way is just kind of how she's settling the fist on her hip. It's a hard thing to pull off. And trust me, I know I just finished an animation at my job doing something similar to this. And just hands on the hips in general are a tricky bastard to pull off because basically, when you get them on there, all of a sudden it becomes like a pivot, it becomes a swivel change. You're not normally on hand controls or arm controls, you're rotating the hand from the wrist. That's this way. But once you make connection on a body of some type, all of a sudden your pivot is going from the knuckles, right? So you're needing this transition in the hand too. And that's why I'm seeing the animators struggle a little bit, when it comes to that bump right there. You're starting to see just the hand. If you look at it really, really close, if you get into it through here, if you look at it really, really close, you start seeing there's a little rotation on Z, which is good. But once you get through here, you start seeing the fist and the arm kind of like going in and out of her hips or her butt over there too. And like all good animators and compositors do, you just hide that shit. You cut through it. You cut it out before people tend to take notice of it. But it's okay because this is a really, really nice pose. I don't think I would have anything to critique about it. I dig it. It looks really cool. I would have to just say the hair would be something I would add a little bit more to. And God, I love the kisses. The kisses in there too, a nice little touch. And then yeah, that's about it. Cool. So that's Rogue, guys. Yeah, this is shit. Holy shit, this is a fun one to do. All together, let's see. Let me put my final thoughts. Yeah, I dig it. I like this version of Rogue. She's not too far off the mark from the Rogue that I'm used to. The only thing that I would critique visual wise is just I wish her hair was a little louder, a little bit bigger. Her streak, it's not really a streak anymore. It's more of like a front dye, which I'm not too big of a fan of either. I mean, that's kind of the trade Rogue signature. And the only thing really else gameplay wise, I wish you could just be flying a lot more because that's kind of like the Rogue that I know. I know this is kind of like a run around platformer kind of thing, but Rogue should be one of the characters that remains in flight because seeing her run around it's so odd to me. Seeing her do that, I just don't think that's one of her character features. Um, but yeah, like as far as the MVPs goes, there was a lot of weird mistakes in there, and also a lot of weird transitions through there. Like some didn't hold as much as I'd like them to. Some basically were too they didn't play with the distance. They were just too close up, obviously for certain reasons. I could think of a few, but a lot of it just felt like very, very unpolished, especially when it comes to hands connecting, hands on hips, and moving around the screen too. There was a lot of things that were left unpolished too. But the one thing that I can't understand that I'm seeing a lot more in these MVPs is how much they're cutting off the characters, how much they're cropping them inside these frames. Like they're taking them from the knee and just leaving these weird negative spaces all over the place. So yeah, as far as the tier list, what I would say is uh I'm not gonna hate on it too much because Rogue is a fan favorite. You know, she's an poster child of the X-Men. Fans adore her. I love her. She was probably my first crush, comic book character wise, growing up, because Gambit and Rogue just make a power couple. So I would say, with all that being into play, seeing her animation, how it's looking, I would probably be right up to a B tier. I would say, like, right below A, probably mid B tier to a low B tier, because I'm willing to deduct all those points because, Lenore saved it for me. The voice actress delivers always, and I love, 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 love this. Thank you, sugar. Thank you, guys. So if you like that, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see more animation reactions or animation breakdowns, let me know in the comments. So yeah, that was my plug for YouTube. I'm starting to make content, guys. So I gotta fucking keep up with like the stings and the thumbnails and stuff like that. But yeah, what a cool character. Um, I think she comes out in what is it, like next week or something like that, or probably this weekend. I know they dropped it pretty soon so they can get everybody hyped the fuck up. I think we need to do a pixel art creation on this one. I kind of want to play around with that. I want to see if I could pull out like just a pixel art version of this before the night is through. So she's a tank character, right? Something like that? Let me get the AC, man. Every time I do animation breakdowns, I always break into a sweat. What's up, dude? The thing that really trips me out about this is like the salsa music in the background, and then she starts speaking Spanish. Yeah, Lenore just gets better with age too. She sounds so good even today, man. Like it just God, yeah, she kills it every time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the gist of it too. It's funny how they actually recreated this from '87, but refused to hold on this pose. It's funny how, like, they reused this animation, but they just blew right past it. I don't know if that's maybe because, I mean, it's all Marvel, so it should be okay. Like, throwing homages is what game studios do. I mean, we do it in Mortal Kombat. We always put movie homages out to people all the time, even frame by frame at sometimes. So I'm just confused. I'm confused why they just didn't hold on that a little bit more. Where does that pose come from, by the way? I know this has got to be like, let's see. Let's take a look at it now. Rogue kick pose inspired by, what was it? I'm feeling like I'm missing something here. Flying kick pose cutouts. I'm going to Reddit. Jeezy Creasy. That was a fun one. I love seeing how Rogue is here. So I'm hoping Marvel Invasion is going to do the same thing. They're going to add Gambit and Rogue as well too. I think that's like the perfect fucking DLC when it comes to the X-Men package. So we need to get that. We need to put that into existence, chat. I've been playing that game still, and it's fun. It's got its flaws and shit, but we need a little bit more excitement. I'll find that kick pose and then show it off next time around. Cool, that was fun. Let's go ahead and try it a little bit. All right, before I get into my 3D stuff, let's jump into this. I just finished the attack cycle too. So I gotta post this stuff up too. So this is what I did. This was my vision for Gambit being in that beat 'em up game. and I finished this idle cycle, and I just finished up his starter attack cycle too. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Looking at it now, maybe there's like a little too many slashes in there. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, let's see. Now with that done, man, I gotta make a new project. Let's see. No, not like that. Duplicate. Just like a whole new thing. It sucks when I have to jump into like another software and be like, all right, how did I make this again? 734 by 341. Okay. That looks about right. Yeah, I'm like, now that we've done that, now that I'm like on a fucking rogue high, I gotta do like my version of what I think she should be. And just for whoops, let's see. A sprite, a sprite, a sprite, a sprite, a sprite. One of their powers is being hot. Yep, you guessed it. Okay, I was thinking to myself, I was like, bro, I know one of these things is not simply working on this. Okay. Alrighty then. Let me get my setup over here too. Okay. So what am I working with here? It's like she's got a good pose. So I'm gonna like keep this one up for reference out to the side. So her and Storm have got like some very similar kind of look to it. So she's kind of like straight up. Maybe like she can give you like a little aggressive. Yeah, she would be, like, her arms would be behind her back, wouldn't it? Oops. I wanna go with that wild hair. Mm. Yeah, I kinda like it more like that. Yeah, maybe that one could be down. I know it's hard for, like, you guys to kinda, like, see what I'm doing right now, but let's see. Really wasn't feeling that one. There we go. Alright. Try that really quickly. I gotta get that hair right. I gotta get that trim right too. Got like this cool, like I don't want to take away kind of like from the stuff that I like, because I know one cool thing about uh what is it? Like one cool thing about Shit, where's my YouTube at? There it is. There's my fucking YouTube. I'm sorry, guys. Like every time like I click through some stuff, I always lose like my YouTube chat. Yeah, one cool thing, and I don't know if you guys know about this one. Fighters Generation's pretty dope when it comes to fighting games. So like it's like documenting like pretty much like every fighting game known to existence or every character. But I do know that the what is it? Cosmic Invasion. Yeah, MCI takes a lot of inspiration from MVC. So I definitely want to make sure that I'm getting some of this in there too. So like this is like straight up classic stuff that they utilize in order to bring this one back. Now the pose I'm doing is all kind of my thing, but I want to take some features from that face 'cause I think they really got appealing face in here. Yeah, something like kind of like that. I'm gonna keep that up to the side. Cool. And it's something about that hair too, like classic Rogue hair. She's got like this Motley Crue mop, you know. That's really kind of appealing. I'm just trying to find the shape. Yeah, maybe something kind of like that. Top. I think I'm liking the hair, but let's see the shape of the head. And oh my god, yeah, I gotta put the bandana in. See, I think I could raise this arm up a bit. This is just rough stuffing. I'm just roughing it in right now. Yeah, something kind of like that. Where's my new layer? Okay, now it's time to find the fucking palettes. Three. Classic Rogue. Kind of simplify it just a little bit. So how do I? Oh, okay. So if I do, okay, that makes sense. Right, right. Okay, let's go for a yellow. I think I might just do like the small shoes. Yeah, this is. Let's see. This is gonna be way too fucking. Fat, fat calves. Ah. Okay, let's trim it there, please. What? Okay. Jesus, how do you get brown in here? Okay. Kind of more like a charcoal kind of gray to it. Yeah. Yo, Matt. On YouTube, your feed's only showing you without the animation stuff. What? What? No way. Really? YouTube's lying to me. I guess I gotta check it from my phone. Damn it. You're totally right, Matt. You are totally right, sir. There it is. Holy shit. I'm sorry. Everybody on YouTube, I'm so freaking sorry. Please let me know how much I suck at my job. And let me know if you guys are not seeing this. It's gonna be working now. That's crazy. I gotta use my phone from now on in order to double check myself on that side. Uh, and it didn't even upload my edit. Let's see, my customization. Damn, I wonder if I did that whole robe review and the YouTube didn't even pick it up. But if you did follow me, like follow me on Twitch, like for sure. It definitely worked on Twitch. But my bad. Thank you for letting me know. That sucks. else give the shine what they want. Yeah, appreciate you looking out for me, man. Thank you. What's it looking like here? That sucks. I hate when I'm streaming and like nobody lets me know like any kind of way that like, hey, my audio's off, hey, my videos are off. But I appreciate you guys looking out for me. Thank you for that. Let's see. All right. With that said, let's move that over here. I think we need like a little bit of darker belt through here. And then she's got that crazy, crazy red hair, doesn't she? From the front, let's see. Sorry. That's probably a good way to start. Let's see. And then, yeah, her. Can't forget that bandana. I'm starting to get into the details. Probably gonna put like a ribbon right here, maybe. So we get this. Yes, that looks better. That looks better without the shade on top of her breast, like cupping on them. I don't think that's looking right. I think I want that more than anything. Actually, you know what? Let me try this. Let's see, what else am I missing? That's looking a little bit better. I guess I'll give her the X-Men logo there too. God, I hate colors so much. Hey, cool. Is that software for pixel animation? Yes, it is. Yeah, this is exclusively for pixel art animation called Sprite. You can get it at a flat rate of like $20 and it's yours for eternity. I've only have like mediocre experience with it. Like just not like by all stretch of like a pixel artist animator, but I've been trying. Let's see. So her. Got it. You look pretty good at it. I try to fake it till I make it. Thank you. Yeah, like coloring and designing is not my strong point when it comes to pixel art. But I can animate a little bit, kind of. Actually, let's try a green, see how that looks. I think that might be better. It's an old 3-color. Might give it a try. Yeah, give it a try. Let me know how you like it. I try to make animations like this is like one of the first Gambit ones that I did. I can't believe that my YouTube wasn't sharing correctly earlier. Get some neon green, I tell you what. I know, right? This is that mountain. Well, no, actually, this is not Mountain Dew green. This is like that Surge green. Actually, let me get. I don't like that badge. Sugar. Yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out on YouTube. I just dropped my Gambit review, and we just did our Rogue Rivals review too. So that'll be coming up on YouTube. I think maybe in the next couple of days, since Rogue's pretty hot these couple of days. I'm gonna try to do my best to get that out as quickly as I can. Gotta work on getting more of the social media stuff going. I don't know if I should do like the boots or the. I think I need a, let's see, I need some kind of like I need some kind of fire red. I like that red in her. Kind of hot red shit. Can I do the Okay, so I can only do the preview on that one shot. Okay, that makes sense. Kind of looks a little bit neater. I'll stick with that. I'll stick with that ugly green for now. Just do this on the gloves and the boots. Or what the fuck? I can't even do that. There we go. Something a little bit more readable. Shit. So it's gotta like do, yeah, that part, and then I feel like that part's too fucking. It's like I gotta trim that down. She doesn't have a fat neck. She's got like a skinny neck. Starts to look pixely. Because I'm only just working with the frames that I've got so far. She feels like her shoes are like these little vases. Alrighty then. Let's see. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? The size of the face. Let's see. Shit. That's cute. Just trying to get proportioned correctly. Yeah, that's much more like it. I wonder if, let's see. Ow, shit, my shoulder. Wonder. Being an African man, I don't know why my ankles and knees get ashy. I lotion them every day. Nothing wrong with that. I put a little peanut butter on my legs too. Keeps it smooth. In fact, I recommend everybody put a little peanut butter on their ankles, their skin too, and maybe their face. Helps the foliage. Shit! Speaking of her knees, man, they ain't got shit on here. Let's see. Got them big ass knees. I think that's what I'm missing right there. Damn it. Am I back online? There we go. I wonder if it's just, let's see, probably just this part. Gotta keep that straight. Oh, she had another MVP that we forgot to talk about? Shit. I'll have to review that another time then. Savage Land. Of course they had to bring that one up. All right, let's get that Glacier. Let's see, what am I looking at here? Nope, want a little bit more blue. I've seen X-Men 87. Yeah, I've seen the first season. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was actually really surprising to me. Like, I thought they would shit the bed like they do almost everything else, but it was pretty fucking dope. Like the story, some of the storylines I've never even known about before. Let's see. Let's just do Rogue. Right. Yeah, definitely recommend. Excited for season 2. I think I went a bit overboard on her boobs. Okay, let me get this out the way. This is driving me nuts. Let me actually get the... cut it a little shorter right through here, maybe. Yeah. Just kind of got like that stitching, kind of like gambits. Oh shit! The stretch. Let's see. Yeah. Actually, she's got the eyebrows. She should be like red in the brows, yeah. Yeah, something like that. Lighten up on the gazungas. Just try something really quick. Not totally sold on plague. Could be something maybe more like that. I don't know. I'll put this to bed right now. I don't want to spend all time on this right now. Like I'm not supposed to be doing pixel art. I'm not supposed to be doing pixel art today. I just felt inspired to try something since Rogue came out. Where's this audio coming from? Oh, my phone. Duh. Cool, but hey, at least we finished the Gambit attack, right? All goody and gravy. Shit. All right, with that out the bag, I want to jump back onto my Ronin animation. Get this stuff out the way. Did the limit working at night, needed something to eat. Annoying, especially when I don't want to drive. What's wrong with doing pixel art today? I mean, nothing's really wrong with pixel art today. I think pixel art's probably been in like probably one of its better stages in life. There's so much hot pixel art that's happening nowadays. But you know what I've been noticing? There's been a lot of like just pixel art filtering with some of the work. The new MCI that just came out, a lot of people have been posting their artwork, but it's just pretty much just straight up in vector based art, and they just run it through like a D-res pixelator. Why can't I do pixel art today? Because I suck at it. I mean, I could try to draw it, but like my coloring's off, my shading's off, my lighting's off. And it just takes fucking forever to do, unless there's a faster way of doing stuff. Like all of that, just like 11:30, just like took me a fucking almost an hour just to even make this shit. I'm not even pleased with that. That's not what you said. You're not supposed to do pixel art. Oh, I'm not so okay. No, I wasn't supposed to do pixel art today. Well, I was supposed to do my 3D animation today. Actually, before I start this, let's see. I want to get this meditation thing done and shipped off. Yeah, just because like the only reason why I wanted to do pixel art was because Rogue came out and I wanted to see how I thought Rogue would look in that beat 'em up game that just came out. Oh my god, where is he? Oh, okay, I put him in a new spot. Let's see here. Ronin. Okay, that's why he didn't show up. I was about to say, brother. Wait a minute. Breathe additive. What's Rogue? The X-Man or X-Woman? Rogue? Marvel Rivals just released a trailer for her. I did an ANIM review on her earlier in the stream. And I felt so inspired to draw her in pixel art. So that's why I did it. What's a Rogue? Oh, were you making a joke from the movie? No. He doesn't say what's a Rogue. He says what's a Magneto. Fucking YouTube with that thumbnail. Cool. All right, I want to try a tool. I'm gonna try a tool that I've been eyeballing all this week.
First step is to select all the driven targets. I mean, controls we want to add expression. So in my case, I'm going to select all of these. We have two different ways to select them. The most time-consuming way is to select one by one and press load target. By the way, we can delete one by one also, or we can clean everything. Okay, or
Wait, what happened there?
most time and press load target. By the way, we can delete one by one also, or we can clean everything. Okay, or
just showing
the
button
easiest way
what
to
buttons
select
do.
everything, it's just select the first one and load all signs from selected. Press this button and automatically it will detect all the child
Saucy.
controls and automatically it will load here the targets. The second step is to select just a single control. We want to be the driver, so in my case I'm going to select this one, for example, and here later all the wave attributes will be applied for them. Okay,
On the
just
control?
one, a single control. We can remove it. Okay. And then we have the last option, and it says create offset groups. I'm gonna check it, by the way, because I want the offset groups. If we press this button, a helper will appear and it says
I'm scared.
a
I'm scared to
separate
purchase
offset
this
group
tool.
will be created above each target. The wave expression will be applied there to keep your controls clean. Basically, it says that if we check this option, if we open the liner, here between the extra tail and my control, it will create another offset group, and the expression will be applied there in the offset group. So this way we will have the rotation values of our controls clean. So if we want to animate it, create keys, we will be able to do it. Okay, so in my case I'm gonna press it. So just press generate, and as we can see, we don't have here an expression.
Nothing.
If we see the liner between the extra and the FK tail control, we have a new group, and there we can see the
It's
expression.
purple. That's new.
So now we just have to animate. We have the
Whoa, and it adds that to the it adds all those attributes.
Stuff that I had before. So this is the new thing. We have the x-axis, y-axis.
Interesting that it has to
If
add all that stuff to like a soloed out control or a rogue control. Wink, wink.
Okay, the tail will start bending. We have the y amplitude, z amplitude. Okay, we can mix all of them, and also x amplitude.
So
okay.
is this,
for instance,
is this cached?
Change just the y amplitude. We have the speed. So I don't know how it works. Let me press play.
It is.
Yeah, but it's low. Let me change to 5. Okay, there we go. Then we have the length.
And
so
then you can key that. Interesting.
Value,
I'm curious.
The curve will be smaller, show more curves. The beer.
Yo, Mystic, thank you for the raids there, sir. Appreciate you, as always. Check it out. I got a new celebration just for you raiding me, man. My new raid channel. I'm still working on it. What's up, everybody? Thank you. Welcome, fellow raiders. I'm Brad for show. I'm an animator. I'm a game animator. But I'm a nerd also. I like playing video games. I do talk a lot about art and animation. Howdy. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for showing up. Welcome, Mystic Raiders. It's pretty cool. Mystic Raiders. I'm about to buy this tool. See if I can actually use it properly. And ciao. Sorry, I'm doing very important information right here, right now. Yeah, this is gonna be my new loading screen. RONIN meditation. All right, and now we have it. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I wanted this like a be right back screen or like a about to start screen. You know, like a waiting to start. Probably both. On the shit that I'm doing right now. Probably gonna use that both. Both for now, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna get one of my boys to help me render that lighting wise, and I'm gonna put like some brush strokes in it, like some white brush stroke Ronin type acrylics in it. Get some candles in there. Make it all like gloomy and shit, some fun stuff. All right, where am I saving this at? Saving. Cool. All right, we good. We goody. Gucci. All right, let's open this up. Check out this bad boy. See if it actually works. Tools, Wave Manager. It's gonna be dope. Yeah, I hope so. I need something to make this stream pop out a little bit. I can only use John Cena memes for so long, and shit, and like default shit on Google that you've seen more than once. Still rigging on my end, spending hours on one arm. Damn. Hold the phone. Oh, okay, gotcha. Import Maya commands, readme. Okay. I was like, hello, script. There's a lightweight yet powerful tool, allows you to instantly create smooth features, controls, installation. Open Maya, simply drag and drop Wave Manager to Python. Pi into Maya viewport, copy and paste it using the shelf button. All right, sweet. All right, cross our fingers. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, let's save that sucker. Here we go. Command files. Yeah, finding mistakes and corrections, kind of working ass backwards. Hey, man, you cooking? You know, just need to get need to keep. Sometimes you burn your fingers a little bit, you know, but you know, you just gotta let it marinate, simmer it up. I wish everything was easy bake oven, you know, but these days, man, you know, you gotta get baptized by fire. That's cool, man. At least you're learning some cool shit. I was actually looking at some software called Genesis too. It looked like the new Poser. But I was like, I don't need to learn another 3D software, if at all. I'm gonna be like learning Cascature first than anything. I thought about doing 2D rigging since I got a Harmony subscription, but I don't think I'm ready, or I don't really have a project in mind that I'd like to use. When I get older, and you know, I don't like looking at myself. I'm gonna start B-tubing when I'm probably like 70. You know, I'm probably gonna learn how to rig them big old anime girls. Keep the stream going, you know. You remember Poser, huh? Not many people know about Poser in my chat. Everybody that comes in here are usually like, you know, they're straight up Blender people. Yeah, Poser. Like 72 gigabytes of genitalia and ass. What was crazy was like some people actually try to use that to animate out of, which was fucking crazy. All right, let's edit this really quick so I know where to come back to get it. I hate my self-editor, man. Tooltip. Automatic brochure. Oh, right. Let's see, Weave Manager. Save all shells. Does it not show up? Oh, that's right. It's probably because it's too long. Icon name. Yeah. Wave. That didn't work either. The fuck am I missing? Shelf editor. Rename? Wave? That didn't work either. Okay. Shit. Okay. That's not the right way to do things. Okay. Get that there. I feel like I'm just missing something here. No, and it doesn't pop back up, does it? That is so fucking odd. I did all this wrong. See, if I was to take 3D route, I would be overwhelmed. You do so much, I have no clue what's going on here. Yeah, I mean, it's Python bullshit right now. But I have a problem. I don't know why this icon is not working. So I can't access it again. Maybe I'm not reading it correctly. Okay, select multiple controls. You can optionally blah, 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 blah. Installation, simply drag, copy and paste, and create a shelf button, quick access. How to use blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'll come back to this later. I don't want to dick around with this too much. Error, invalid character on, what is it? On UE 2014. Unreal Plus. Oh, that's probably the setting I've already got it on. All right, let's just try to see if it works. Okay, this pops up. All right, let's give it a shot. Yeah, there's a lot of pick your poison nowadays. It's like there's a selection, there's a 3D, there's a software for everything these days. Like modeling software, rigging software, animation software, like specific software just for specific things. Like a do-it-all-for-you dolly. Maya's kind of like the old-ass Swiss Army knife that you still got in your closet. It's like an antique at this point. Still trying to keep up with it, keep up with the shit. Yeah, pretty soon there's going to be like an AI for you. Sarah Connor's all looking at us from the fucking loony bin, smoking a cigarette. Pissed off. All right, let's see. Which one? All right, let's see. So, technically... All right, let's just do this from the beginning. Grab all this. Zero this out. And then delete. Clear animation. This shouldn't move. Okay, cool. Let's see if this works. Nope. Load all childs from select. Oh, okay. No, still didn't do all of them. Interesting. Let's try this then. Ooh, targets. Okay, there we go. Driver control. This will be interesting. Do that. Load driver. Okay, offsets. Generate. Okay, that didn't work. Have to grab them all. Runtime error. It gave me links though. Amplitude. Already spotting errors with this shit. Have I been saving? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just opened this file, so it's like there's not really much to save. Okay. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'm doing it this right way. So load target, load all childs from the selected. So what happened? These are not the children. Okay. So move this selection. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, I didn't do this one either. Ah! 0. Okay, hang on a second. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Load. Okay, all 5. Cool. And then load driver. Remove. That's interesting. That's the rogue stuff. Let's see if we did this correctly.
Hello, this is the Wave Manager tutorial.
All right, Mystique. Thank you so much, dude.
First,
as always,
run the script. You can copy paste this script in your script editor, integrate your own cells, but actually, this is the way to run the script. It's just drag and drop it here directly in the viewport. this UI should appear. By the way, these two should work.
So I wonder if it's just like pretty much like
It's
straight
not
up.
tested in lower versions, but you can try it, maybe it could work. Here, and it says so targets.
There's boring stuff going on.
The second step
Yeah, you always got it going on.
select just a single control, select and all the
So these need to be children of this one.
select all the driven targets, I mean controls. We want to add the expression. So in my case, I'm going to select all of these. We have two different ways to select them. The
All right,
more
Mystic. Have a good one, buddy.
time-consuming way is to select one by one and press load targets. By the way, we can delete one by one also, or we can clean everything. Okay, or the easiest way to select everything, it's just select the first one and load all sites from selected. Press this button and automatically it will detect
Okay, so they need to be children.
child control.
I don't think this one is children. This one has the children. It's like named separately too. So game ready. Bandana B. Bandana 1, bandana B. Here's all the elements. That's the first one. If I did this, okay, let's try that. If I did this one, okay. I can't believe I named this shit so wrong. Breath edit, row, consistent. So I wonder if I did this. I wonder if this is going to work. This is probably not going to work. Okay, this isn't going to work. Okay, well shit, let's just open up a new fucking scene then. I got to make sure that this rig is able to handle this. Could be something in the actual file. But yeah, everybody from the raid, thank you for raiding. Welcome in. Again, I'm Brett Show. I'm a nerd, animator, slash director, slash concept guy, slash pixel artist, slash mentor, slash teacher, slasher. I'm a slasher. Yeah, welcome in. I might actually open up that new demo that I saw earlier today on Steam. We might take a break after this because I just paid fucking cash for this game. This damn tool, and nothing on it's really working right now. Let's see. Bandana. Bling. Okay. Isolate this. This is what I'm looking for. Bandana micro. This is what it should look like, no? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 0. Why are they all mixed up like that? So crazy. Let's look at this and then add the driver. Create offsets. It was successful. Does it work? All right, a success, but no trophy yet.
It will go here into event targets. The second step is to select just a single control that we want to be the driver. So in my case, I'm going to select this one, for example, and here later the just, and then because I want the offset groups, if we press this button, a helper.
Oh, I didn't press that button. I didn't press this one. Separate offset will be created above, which expression will be applied to command and controls clean. Did that change anything though? Generate. No. Clean all. Yeah, load target. This, create offset, clean this, applied. No, it still doesn't do that. Let's see. What's this error that it's giving me? My tools managers, more than one objects matches name, wave, offset, control, bandana 4. I know, right? Where's the 4 one coming from? Actually, you know what? Let's try this. I doubt this has got anything to do with anything. Okay. Let's just for your shit's sake, just try this. Just to see if the damn thing even works. That worked. Oh, because I got to set a key on it, probably. Shit, I'm probably dumb. I'm probably dumb as a rock. Let's see. Key. Great. Still nothing. Fuck.
Will appear and it says a separate offset group will be created above each target. The wave expression will be applied there to keep your controls clean. Basically, it says that if we check this option, if we open the liner, here between the extra tail and my control, it will create another offset group, and the expression will be applied there in the offset group. So this way we will have the rotation values of our controls clean. So
Give me a second, guys.
to animate it, create keys, we will be able to do it. Okay, so in my case, I'm gonna press it. So just press generate, and as we can see, we don't have here an expression, but if we see the liner between the extra and the FK tail control, we have a new group, and there we can see the expression. So now we just have
I don't see that group at all.
We have the X amplitude, forget about that. This is another dynamic stuff that I had before. So this is the new thing. We have the X-axis, Y-axis, and Z-axis. If I
there's the group.
The amplitude, see the expression. So now we just have to animate. We have the X amplitude, forget about that. This is another dynamic stuff that I had before. So this is the new thing. We have the X-axis, Y-axis, and...
Is it just the amplitude needs something? No.
Z-axis. If I change the amplitude, okay.
Oh, it should work whenever you're doing the amplitude. Okay. All right, let's try brand new. Let's just try it from scratch. I don't even have like a lizard or anything like that. Let's just try scratch after I fucked it around. What does this script do? It's like a wave control script. It's supposed to make my controls do the wave for me. Paid $5 for this shit. All right, clean. Let's do like a fresh input. Okay. All right, this is definitely... Come on, motherfucker. Get back. This will be a load driver, create offsets. Hit this. Separate offset group we create above each target. Blah, blah, blah is clean. Generate. It's generated. Now it should move. No, it's not moving. Oh, this is moving. Or maybe because X amplitude doesn't move. Speed. Okay, now it is moving. Cool. Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack. I'm like, shit is fucking up. Okay, cool. That's cool. Now we have to figure out why. I guess because just the bandanas are not rigged. They're not children of one another, which makes sense. Let's do the let's do the belt. Bandana, eye patch, strap. Fuck is it called? Skull flap? Nope. Prop? Nope. Breath tracker, fingers, pouch. There we go. Pouch. Here we go. Clear out. Load. Load child. No? Wow. LA and LB. Load targets. Can I just make this with any controller? Let's test this out. Let's see if we can do it with geometry. Doubt it. That'd be something if we could do it with geometry. Sphere. Oh, we can. Hold their breath. Success. Wow, the attributes can actually be generated to like a polygon. That's pretty fucking helpful. Time to find something to eat. Okay, let's see. Sweet. And the speed. Okay, cool. All right. Fall off. Okay. Interesting how it falls off. Let's see, like 1. Cool, so it does the wave, right? Let's see. Yeah, that's what it would be. It would be that. What does the amplitude do? Okay, just how far it goes. That's exactly what I needed to do on the bandanas. All right, let's try it again. Let's try this again. Hold our breath this time. Don't you love it, guys? Don't you love it when you buy some random shit on the internet that's coded and it doesn't work like you expect it to do? Hey, good money for this shit. You know, I paid like a fucking double stack, like 2 double stacks with cheese. You know, I could have fucking ate that. I could have ate that money. Let's see, bandana A and B. Exactly what I need. Okay. That looks exactly like what I needed to do. Cross our fingers. Yes. Do we have success? You have movement. Oh shit. All right, let's get that out the way. Zero everything. Yes. We have 0. Yes. That's what I fucking need. Woo! It's just crazy. There we go. Interesting. I wonder. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. Let's see. Something like that and a fall off. This is exactly what I want to animate. Let's see. So all it is just Oh, but it's blocking, obviously. Okay. Let's try to experiment with this a little bit. At least it's working on the bandanas. At least we know it works. Interesting. Oh man, it's like the offset snap. Like, oh shit, that's no good. Okay, the length is what we need. I guess, kind of. Can we reverse it? That's kind of what I want right there. And then how does it look when I fuck with the speed? Please don't snap. Come on. Okay, what about if I reverse it the opposite way? Yeah, kind of fuck around with it a little bit like that. Yep. I think we can work with this. Just a little dodgy. We just kind of need to offset a couple things. The length is interesting though. I'm curious, can I add animation on top of this? I'm pretty sure I could. Yeah, I can. Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. So yeah, just another layer on top of that. Okay. That works. Let me figure this out really quickly. So it's one thing why this doesn't want to work. Is it because it's on a mel? It can't be on a mel. No. Syntax error, that makes sense. Okay. Let's go back on meditation cycle. I bet you it's because our rig is named so fucking complicated. I bet you that's why it's maybe giving us a hard time. Ugh. Yow. Shit, we gotta switch this. Replace breathing edit. Yo, what up, Moon? Oh, you know, just hollering and cussing, spitting on my computer. Like always. I'm trying to get this damn tool that I bought to work. Shit ain't working. That's one thing about everything that I do, guys. Be sure you're naming your stuff correctly. Don't give yourself the headache to overcomplicate things. All right, now save that. Save settings. Why is that? Okay, because they're all cycled. Okay. Constant. Cool. I wonder, yeah, let's hammer away this really quickly. Wow, I've never actually seen him without that cloak. That's crazy. Okay. What? Alrighty then. Let's make a poly. And let's do another one too. So many steps to get this shit done. Let's get them in order. Cool. All right, one step at a time. Polycube 1, load driver, create sets, hit that, generate. Come on! No, it didn't work. Shit. We just did it with the other rig. What the fuck happened? Reference objects may not be reparented. Oh, it doesn't work on reference stuff. Oh shit. Let's try the other one. Okay. Shit. Runtime error. I almost wonder. I wonder if I can get away with like getting the animation copying it and baking it. Like it's almost like use it as a train library and get that same effect. Reference objects parented to referenced objects may not be reparented. Or maybe it's just the file. All right, well, let's just see if that's true then. Okay. That's right, I do have 2 in here. Oh, maybe because I got 2 in here? Troubleshooting, guys. I'm getting fucking tired, too. Ooh. Same shit. All right. Makes sense. Let me just try this. Jalo, thank you for the resub. Appreciate it. You're a real one. You hit more ads than actually watching me. Damn. Well, now you're ad free. Thank you, sir. Always appreciate it. Always appreciate it. Try to give you the top quality I possibly can. Prop skulls. Shell skull flaps. Bandana AVs. Okay. So let's see if this actually works. Wait, where did my thing go? Oh. All right, there's the target. Let's just grab this one. I don't care. Grab this. Generate. Okay, so Python attributes breath head axis is referenced file cannot be okay. So it's probably it can't be referenced and shit. It says that in the description. You get a powerful, easy way to manage a tool, let you create a smooth process with motion, rig control simultaneously, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's just put that to the test. Actually, I don't need. Let's just do this. Open that up. Bring this guy up. I wonder if it like stay. I wonder if this thing can stay open. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Do this, do that. Yeah, and it works. Okay, so it just can't be referenced. That's the problem. And cool. Oh yeah, so that's the problem. It just can't be referenced. Okay. Okay. Just got to move it to a new scene then. Shit. Well, what are you gonna do? I guess we'll just have to take all. I mean, because I would definitely want to use it on the scene. Because we're just gonna have to probably just take all the animation and move it over. Oh hell, guys! I've been animating what for 10, 11, 12, almost 4 hours now. Let's take a break. Let's open this menu cycle on because we're gonna be stealing this animation for sure. Let's see. I want to try this. Where are we at? Altered. What is it? Homa? This game already out? Oh, this game's been out. Very positive. Let's just try the demo. Shit, 2.7 gigs. That's crazy. All right, let's take a look. Take a look. Oh. Damn, I'm so fucking excited that we are all not being chased by ice. Tossum Studios. Where's the audio on this? Wait, are the settings not working on here? Okay. Maybe because I need to be in full screen. Stylish intros for sure. Is this just made with a keyboard? Cool, I'm not playing anything. Wow, what an intro. I hope I can move this. Okay, so you can't play on a controller. Okay. Apparently I can't start either. What the fuck? Oh, cancel getting out. Crusaders, everything. Check. Legs off. We're in spaceport already. It must be helpful. Questions you asked. But you've been on the planet because shit. What's wrong? Sorry to glitch. Alright, get on the... Okay, so my controller doesn't work. Kick K to attack. Oh my god. Slice animation looks cool. Okay, this is driving. I can't play this on keyboard. Like I'm literally thinking like it's saying I can use my controller, but I can't. Z and X. Go to main menu. Gameplay. That's it? Shit. I'm sorry, guys. I can't play this on keyboard. Hell no. Yeah, it's saying it works. Right. Space, middle click. Enable Steam input. Yeah, it's my control. Let's give it one more shot. Maybe it's just for Xbox controller. It's 12:45. Oh, now it worked. Yay, it worked. No, I don't. Get up. This is pixel art too. Attacks are a little bit delayed. LB to parry. That's cool. Ouch. Okay, fuck that up. Here we go. Charge attack? Nope. But this game ain't letting you get enough hits in. RT to pass through enemy attacks. Okay. Double jump. Slide. Ascend. Unstoppable for attacks from parrying when they must be dodged. Watch out. Shred fix upgraded bone. God, I love my job. It's like Mega Man. Oh shit. Well, I dead. I thought I was supposed to dodge that. Wow, he stops in midair. Okay. He doesn't jump forward. He fell backwards. Okay, I kind of see it now. Well, I cannot jump over him, obviously. Can I do that? Maybe I could parry that? Ouch. Can't parry it. Okay. Yeah, I gotta understand how to block that. Oh, maybe. Okay, I get it. There we go. Does he do this? No. Oh, new attack. I'm gonna die. Whoa! Oh, can't go back. Shit. Okay, so I slide underneath that. I get it. Delay. Oh, can I dash jump? I can. Ouch. Ah! There we go. Buzzsaw killed himself. Interact with robots that heal and restore health. Fix you up. I thought I almost said fuck you up. How do I interact? Oh. I don't have the interact button. Okay. I don't know where she is. Don't even know who she is. Oh, ouch. I guess that's really looking for me. Hey, assholes. Come and see who fights back. Oh, can I hit from that? Whoa! How'd I do that? Is that like parrying at the last minute? Some interesting death animations. So I can air hit too. Hey, handsome. I'm Jack. What's your name? Harry. But why are you Jack? I'm a fighter, okay? Don't want to get involved. Just hit. They were over there. Hit. Harry, you just saved your life. A little help. Much you want to ask? I can't talk today. I'm so fucking tired, guys. Map. Okay. Gonna add a marker, like a Metro. It's like a Metroidvania. I climb. Ah! Yeah, I think that's gonna be about it. Shit. So like, I gotta get moving. Exit picture mode. Cool. Get rid of that. So crazy because I thought I fixed this. All right. Well, I'm definitely going to need to replace that. Breathe additive. Now that we've got our new tool, we can get started with that one for sure. I'm going to chill out, say goodnight to YouTube. Hey, YouTube, good night. Sorry, guys, about the altercation earlier. I don't know what the fuck I'm playing until somebody tells me. I'm gonna start doing better, looking at my phone, making sure that all that stuff's coming through. So I'll peace out on YouTube.